Sports. It's week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions.
Joey Sly set.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he can vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the...
Number 36 on the carry. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over
at their own 26-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Down at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 7 yards on the play, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The pass.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 10-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Made at the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Lions 7, Saints nothing.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's good good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Saints, nothing.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Number 26.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He's got his man on the crossing route. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Martin, the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now a handoff looking right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they currently trail the visiting.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Just
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Martin will return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Martin is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56. And watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
By the Saints.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Barkley on the.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Makes the score Lions 28, Saints 3.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Martin will return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. Touchdown, Detroit.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to number 81.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
27 yards there, a first down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for
so 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Number 28, Mike, it's coming. Watch the slam. Mike 28.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Back to throw now on first down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a game
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
First down, Saints.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. There he goes, left side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
the quarterback sack.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. The reality of an 0-16 season, it's starting to set in, and you can really see it on their faces as they trail big yet again in the final few minutes of really what's been a disaster of a season. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Mike 28, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 28, Mike 28.
DeMarcus Parker. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
A gain of 4.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards. Another 3 and out.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there.